Welcome back to another episode of the Ground for Glory podcast. So y'all, it is 12:30 a.m. on Sunday. And yeah, we have had a very busy, very full weekend. Um, I have to get an episode out. So I am just recording this. This is gonna be very quick. Like, we don't even have coffee on the pod right now. Um, I didn't have any time to film an episode. I'm sorry, to record an episode this week. So yeah, we are just checking in. This is just a quick little check-in because yeah, I am remaining consistent. So no coffee on the pod right now because it's literally 12:30 in the morning, and I'm about to go to sleep and then wake up in a few hours and post this so that you guys can get a new episode for this week. So, just know that when I wake up, the plan is to make an iced coffee at home. Me and my sister finally found these cute little iced coffee cups that we've been wanting to make coffee at home so that it feels like we went out. So it's just like these, just like plastic cups with like a little sippy lid, and we actually found them at Target. We've been looking all over for these kind of cups in stores. So anyway, we found them and we committed to buying cold brew and Chobani creamer this week so we can make our own iced coffees at home before we go to church today. So that's what I'll be drinking later on, Lord willing. Yeah, but I mainly just dropped in just to say what's up and to be consistent. Like I said, we've had a very, very, very busy and full week. My dad and his company, Glorious Productions, brought Todd Delaney to Charlotte for the first time in a long time. So it's been really amazing. Our whole weekend has been full of prep for that and then actually putting on the concert. So we got in super late last night. But yeah, it was all well worth it. And I think it just reminded me how important worship is. And it made me think about the scripture where it says, for a time is coming where those who worship me will worship in spirit and in truth. And I gotta find that reference. But that's all that this weekend has really reminded me of. It's just like the fact that worship is supposed to be something that is done very pure in heart. Worship is not a song. Worship is not a genre of music. Worship is not a career. Worship is literally magnifying the Lord and it being all about Him. And it's so interesting how this culture in this world that we live in today has made worship about a lot of other things other than God. And so the more that I align myself with artists who really give the credit and the glory and the honor back to God, the more I realize how much a lot of the worship culture that we've created these days is really like missing the mark. Like, it's really about a lot of self seeking and vain things. And so I encourage y'all this week that as you worship, whether you're worshiping at church, whether you're worshiping at home, I encourage you to put the focus and the intention back on Jesus, and back on God, who is totally and completely worthy of our worship and all that we have to offer. And to not make it about yourself, to not make it about your needs, to not make it about the songs that you like to sing or don't like to sing, to not make it about how you can sound like another person when you lead worship at your church. I encourage you this week to give worship and honor to God from a very pure heart and a humble place. And yeah, I've experienced a lot this weekend that just reminded me that it's all about God and it's all about Jesus at the end of the day. And so yeah, that's pretty much it. It's like the smallest little rant. But I was just reminded of that fact, listening to Todd Delaney this weekend and just seeing how much of a heart for worship that he has. it just encouraged me and it gave me a newfound perspective. And it stirred something within me that I think I've known, for a long time, but maybe kind of forgot or, just thought that I kind of like automatically do that every time I worship God. Like, how you can put something on repeat or like not repeat, but autopilot or like autoplay. Like, yeah, surely my worship has to be sincere to God without really examining myself first. And so I encourage you to examine yourself this week as you go to give God glory and as you go to worship Him for the things that He's done, for the things that He's doing. And just encourage you to examine yourself and to make sure that your worship is coming from a pure heart and clean hands. And yeah, let's put the attention back on Jesus this week. So this is shorter than the shortest episode that I probably have out right now. But I love you guys. I hope that you have an amazing, encouraging, and uplifting week. I pray that your worship to God is beneficial. I pray that you magnify the Lord bigger than any circumstance that you're facing. And I pray that this week is blessed for you and that it's prosperous in everything that you say, do, and touch. I pray that God gets the glory out of it. So make sure you follow the podcast. Y'all know what to do. Like, subscribe, rate, comment, share, all the things. And I look forward to chatting with y'all again next week. Talk to you soon. Love you. Bye.